Hello everyone. Now, um, today's one's gonna be, I don't know how long it's gonna be. We're gonna see. I hope, because I don't have my headphones, I hope that things will be clear. Now, today we're doing a reading on one of my drawings, and today's one is called Stay in the Hedge. And stay in the, like, we're doing this, Stay in the Hedge, because this was one of my lessons which I've learned for the past months. And if you can see, like 99% of my drawings, none of them are actually finished. So as you can see, we have a few things which are happening here. We have the seaside, and we have a tunnel, which this side with the tunnel is the one which is unfinished. There is a little bit of a garden here, but it's kind of mixed up. Yeah, and this is the hedge itself. Now the hedge itself came around January, when I learned a very important lesson, which is coming from the Bible, and it came as stay in the hedge. And not only that, but it's also the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, which for me has been something which it's not that hard. Like, I don't mind I was gonna say sacrificing. I don't sacrifice things, but yeah, in a way it's sacrificing things, but it's more about understanding that we don't need to want things. We actually can just live our lives as they are, and when certain things happen, we don't need to want. Rather, the universe is gonna give us everything we need. So yeah, this was like, and staying in the hedge is not about that. Staying in the hedge came when I felt very uncomfortable, and it's one of the things which we can all do. We have, all of us have specific places in different dimensions, which are like, I assume all of us do, are just like our own space in every dimension, and this allows us to have that space, let's say it like that. Now we have all the symbols, like here I have, here they are, have written everything, and I also have a little bit of like geomancy here, and what's happening with the whole reading will be, we have 1 2 1 2, and we have boy. There is a lot of leaving behind energy, as well as a little bit more of a push energy here on this reading, and the end result is conjunctive union, which is good. This means that things are coming together. The main energy which came up was autumn, so things are being left behind because they've run their course. I did want to say that this might be a little bit of a longer read, not because of anything else, but because there's just things to be discussed. Yeah, so stay in the hedge we're doing today, and I have written my questions here, so let us see what we're working with. Come on. Of course, we're doing the Rider Waite. If you know me, I like me some classics. So the first question got a little bit mixed up because it actually had the quiet conscious with the golden rose, which actually the question should have been, what is it's hard for me because sometimes thinking of the question itself is not like me thinking about the question, rather it's like finding the question which must be asked. The golden rose is about something rare, something which is not as common, and it's the quiet conscious. So yeah, I have written here what part of your conscious has given fruit and is preparing for a new cycle, but that is only because I saw autumn and I didn't see golden rose. So rather of what has it given its course, I guess the whole reading is about something which has given its course, like run its course. What here could be happening is more like, let's see with the tarot itself so that I can say more. I've been thinking of doing this video for some time now, but I was waiting for aspects, I was waiting for things to just calm down. Mercury retrograde for a lot of people was extremely hard. Then we had that Scorpio moment with the Scorpio moon, so I don't know when you're gonna be finding this video. At the moment is right when Saturn moves into Aries in retrograde. Actually, Saturn is in Aries, but it's going retrograde. Anyway, golden rose, what kind of rare knowledge do you know in your conscious? What do you know is happening? Let's see. I'm gonna be going 3 cards each with the energy underneath. Chariot reversed. Page of Cups. This is definitely conscious energy. Is this the moon or the star? The star reversed. I like this. 5 of Wands reversed. And this is what I don't like. Strength reversed. There is something very important in listening to your subconscious, and not only the subconscious, rather to spirit. There is one second please, because I want to be showing. I'm all over the place, like always. Nothing new under the sun for me. This part here, the waters, are the quiet conscious, and I have drawn them quite calm, and to be honest, I love how the water turned out. The whole scenery here is quite calm, quite nurturing, quite not nurturing, rather this is just like, you know, going to the beach side. And here it's like waiting on information, but I guess you already know that with the Page of Cups. You're just rather strength reversed. You don't have the courage. There is something which you must face courageously, and this is not in regards to drama. You should not be causing any problems, but it is an interesting thing here. I just noticed is strength reversed and the star reversed. So Aquarius and Leo, and very soon we're moving into the nodes of Leo and Aquarius, and one of the main things which will be happening is everybody will be moving into the collective field in a way, more than they are into the individual. But I do think the individual will be extremely important still. I guess there is some kind of inner power which can heal others, which can bring optimism, and in order for that to be unleashed, I heard the drama and the troubles and fighting, where is it? Where are you? Five of Wands. This must not be used in this stage. rather the Page of Cups is what's important. And the Page of Cups, as you can see, there is a fish inside, so it can be anything. So the quiet conscious here is saying, hey, if you would only relax and stay in the hedge, you're gonna see that you don't need to have the courage. You just need to believe. You need to believe that you are strong enough. You need to believe that you have the strength to actually deal with whatever and whatever kind of trouble comes around, that too shall pass. And it's an inner knowing. And it's a rare ability, but you need to recognize strength and the star, where you are powerful enough. You have all the healing, optimistic, positive outlook which you can develop in order for you to go on this journey. And not only go on this journey, rather, because this is end that journey, because we have autumn, so things are ending rather than they are beginning, more than they're beginning. All right, let's see the second part. What solid foundation is now just a distant knowledge. And this is because I got this part I called sense of time, and I got sublimation, which is going from solid to gas. And here, that's why I called it what kind of knowledge, because of the gas, coming from solid to gas, which for me represents like something which was very stable foundation is going into something different, knowledge. Yeah, so let's see. I got the King of Pentacles when I was splitting, so this is definitely like very stable. This can be associated with money, career. Let's see. Oh. Look at this, which came out. Yeah, definitely King of Pentacles. Not coming up reverse, which I do like. King of Pentacles talks about being able to give to others, knowing where your resources are, how you can spread them correctly. And because this is again coming from solid to gas, this is talking about, you know how when we have different bases in our lives which we follow, and I know I can step here, I know this is where I can move, this is my space in a way. And here it's more about, all right, well, this space has changed and now I'm in a different space, in a different equation. I heard. Look at this, the moon reversed. That's very nice. We did get Eight of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles reversed. I guess the thing which must happen here is the knowledge, which is like, yeah, everything is like workable and I don't need to be connected, I just need to focus on my finances, on my material wealth, has been shown that it is not exactly working. And this is more about the moon here is saying, your intuition was saying you're not connected. Yes, you're doing a lot of work, but is that work really? Because this is the Queen of Pentacles, and underneath the deck we got the King of Pentacles. And not everything is material, not everything is about money, not everything is about tangibility. And again, the queens are first of all water, so we're missing the spiritual element of why money or material stability has happened. And here you're being advised that where you were headed, how you were headed, and not you specifically, but rather maybe it's you really. The universe has been specifically guiding you into moving out of this darker, unknown period. So yeah, good, very good. What is next? I don't know what they've written. What protection has shown its color? Is it good or not? Sometimes we have certain protections which we set in place, which actually do not suit us, fit us, or actually should be there. One of the things which I've also learned is that yes, protection is extremely important. Yes, protection is extremely important, but what are you protecting yourself from? Is there really a point in protecting yourself, or is it paranoia in a way, where you feel like everyone's there to get you? So this is what we're gonna be checking. One. Emperor reversed. We're gonna see if he's gonna pop up. Two of Pentacles. It's kind of like very either me or them energy here, and this is like keeping the balance, but I don't know how much this is really keeping the balance, because the Emperor was reversed. So it's more about dictatorship, someone wanting to rule over everything without acknowledging that there is no balance there. Look at this Knight of Swords. Well, I'm gonna see what it is all about, but usually the Knight of Swords is fast movement, talking big, creating wars, and going on a war. Eight of Cups reversed, no. Seven of Wands reversed, and Two of Swords reversed. I guess what has been learned and what kind of protection has been learned, that sometimes not thinking while you're defending yourself is not allowing movement forward. With the Eight of Cups here and the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands reversed for me represents that you did not manage to actually defend yourself here, and this is only because you have made decisions which were rash, which you did not listen to your intuition. Your intuition was saying something, and this protection in a way actually caused stagnation more than it actually caused for you to be able to move forward correctly. And yeah, it's just saying we have the Knight of Swords as well, so this is more about, yeah, I'm just gonna move forward, not think, I'm just gonna go ahead and just use my blade to go through everything and everyone. Yeah, but this actually just keeps you stuck into cycles which do not serve you any good purpose, and because you're lacking this contemplative state, this for me, this always this is a 2, so the High Priestess, Pisces, but also this also reminds me of, this is Libra by the way, I think this is more about the Hangman for me. I do relate the two cards together, and here it's asking, when you have the blindfold, when you don't see everything, and the two swords are like that, this is the mentality, the way we think. When it's reversed, it's like I'm not gonna think rationally, I'm not gonna even try to connect to my spirituality. I'm just gonna try to be moving forward without caring what's happening. And here it's like you've been shown like these boundaries which you try to set up, this protective state which you're handling is actually not good for you because it's causing trouble. So yeah, what's next on the line? What growth has run its course? Why have I written everything almost the same? Some kind of growth is no longer, and this is from the unattainable, I called it the unattainable garden. It's not even a garden, it's just a few trees, but that's how I called it, the unattainable garden. And that's why I called it like some kind of growth is no longer unattainable. Because it's run its I'm kind of getting like a well drying, so maybe spiritual knowledge here has dried out and there is nothing more to be learned. So we're gonna see what's happening. Healing complete. No more fights, no need for that. Seven of Swords reversed, Three of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Understanding that many things can't be done alone. Even if you try to do everything by yourself, maybe this is, I'm kind of getting, returned back to the Emperor card. And when the Emperor is reversed, he does not want subordinates. He wants to rule over everyone. And this can be for anyone. This is not a man or a woman. This can be anyone. And with the Three of Pentacles here, I think that you have stopped lying to yourself, that you're good enough by yourself, and that you don't need assistance, that you have grown enough, that you know everything. And this is again the growth which has, like, it's done. So here is like, I don't need to be alone. I can have help, I can have assistance, and I need to stop trying to do things all by myself in the shade, in the shadow. Rather, I need assistance, I need to learn more, I need to develop more skills. So this way of being, of, again, maybe you are a liar, or maybe you're scheming, trying to do things because of greediness, and the universe was work with others so that we can assist you, so that we can work through this. What was it? Yeah, the nine of wands. This was healing which had to happen, because you have been on a journey where you've been constantly having to watch your back, be mindful. Where is it gonna come from? Who's trying to sabotage me? Who's trying to stand against me? What's trying to come against me? And here it's more about nothing. You're the only problem which you have, and no one else is responsible for you. Number 5. What middle ground is not possible? What middle ground is not possible? This is what everything. And I assume this was I need to check. Shit. The nitrogen. I've lied to you guys, I'm so sorry. Um, the unattainable garden is now, and the previous one was actually flowers of growth, but I also got ash. That's why that energy is no longer there. So this knowledge, I'm gonna come back to this for a second with the Nine of Wands energy, that healing which had to happen through others, through working with others and being shown that there are others willing to work with you, even if you are a liar or if you're scheming, greedy, there will still be people who are willing to teach you. With the Three of Pentacles, it always represents like these three different energies of, I think it was an architect, a monk, and someone else, and all of them are working to, excuse me, to build the house with the Three of Pentacles or whatever they're building, that project. So here it's about learning that there are people who will be working with you even when you don't know that they're working with you. And now the unattainable garden with, what was it again? The androgen. And what middle ground I did say is no longer unattainable, unavailable. And this is because of the androgen is this energy of the divine masculine, divine feminine connected together and working with each other in balance. And the unattainable garden here is more about some kind of sometimes some energies are not meant to continue working together, even if they are the polar opposites, and they are I don't know how to say it, not everything is meant to stay forever, especially when it's associated with divine masculine, divine feminine, because there are different lessons which come. Let's see what's happening here, so I don't speak too much, but we'll see. Let me shuffle this because it's still the Nine of Wands. Such calm energy. The World reversed. I heard sometimes no clarity and no answer is an answer. The Lovers. If there is any androgynous card, it's this one. Page of Wands and Knight of Cups. I heard you're not able to see the positivity in moving forward and listening to your heart. And underneath the deck was the World. You might be feeling like there is something which didn't end correctly, something which should have had a different ending. And this can be associated with love, because we have the Knight of Cups and the Lovers here, and it's making choices with your heart. But the Page of Wands here is like, I didn't see that adventure, I didn't see that journey, and here it's like this might be the middle ground where I did start the reading with saying sacrifices, so maybe there had to be a sacrifice made in order for you to be moving forward. But maybe you're in a state of, I don't see the point of moving forward, why would I be doing that? But inside of you, you know that you're meant to be moving forward, you're meant to be going on this new journey, and you're not meant to actually maybe have that partnership choice which you want to have, because it was never meant for you. Even though you feel like the World card there, where something didn't end correctly, things didn't work out as you wanted them to. Sometimes people, things are not meant to actually people are not meant to stay. Things are not meant to stay, rather it's the lesson which is important, which can be quite troublesome, I can tell you that. And now the last one, which is for the tunnel. If I don't go blind every single day, maybe I can read it. Where are you headed if you where are you headed if you continue moving against nature? Wow. And this is for the tunnel. Because I got tunnel and with the deck I got against nature. So that's how I called it. And the idea here was that you're moving through the tunnel to get to the beach. But Spirit was like, no, it has a different meaning. Let's see. So, where are you headed if you continue moving against nature? Okay, I'm stopping. Okay, calm down. Two of Wands. You don't even know. There is no exact plan, and even if there is, it's not a good plan. Good. Seven of Cups. Reversed. Three of Wands. And Knight of Pentacles. First of all, we got the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands reversed. So if you continue moving against nature, you're gonna see that you don't really have that many options as you think you do. And what you're waiting for to come will not be coming. And you will have to continue on this journey slower than you think. Yes, it will be a victorious journey, but this journey will take a lot more time, I assume, than what you expect, or maybe you won't. And yeah, that's already. Just move with integrity, I heard. Move with integrity and things will be fine. Again, we did get union. Let's get two cards for what, let's see what kind of two energies are being combined for that union energy conjunct you. What is being united? Lemongrass. I heard lemongrass. Six of Cups. And for me, this card is Spirit itself. This is like anything spiritual. It combines everything associated with spirituality. And I know it's about childhood and balancing energy in the past and nostalgia, but for me it's more just time. Just like the Wheel of Fortune, but in a different way, because the Wheel of Fortune is rather Jupiter's expansive energy, whereas here is more about just the subtle energy of just everything. The first energy is King of Wands reversed, and I love this Three of Swords reversed. You're healing your ego and your heart at the same time. With the King of Wands reversed, many people, readers say, oh, if it's a King of Wands reversed, this is a narcissist. But as I'm, first of all, not a professional, I do not want to give any, I don't know even how it's called, like I can't put any like diagnosis on people, but you have definitely been moving from the space of, first of all, not knowing how amazing and good looking and attractive and charismatic you are, or you do and you're using that in a very not good way. And here this is because of this trauma, this heartbreak, where maybe you had to deal, what was underneath that? Six of Cups. Yeah, the past has caught up to you, and now you have to combine this energy where, all right, well, I know now how to defend myself. I know that I'm in power because of the King of Wands reversed. And if you want, you can just do the worst things in the world, in a way. Maybe you do spell work as well. But also you're like, Yeah, but this thing is actually what I'm doing is not coming from a place of me actually really wanting to do that. Rather, this is me, I like to call it being but hurt. I tend, because of my Mars in Scorpio, I tend to be a vengeful spirit. And for the past 1 year, I have been a very good boy. And I have not been as vengeful as I could be. And here maybe you have this energy of the King of Wands where you're like, I want to destroy something. I want to rule over the land with, again, the Emperor reversed. But here is like the universe saying, yeah, but we don't want you to do that. We want you to actually be healing Six of Cups. We want you to be dealing with this Three of Swords because we don't want you to be but hurt anymore. So this is your reading, everyone. I hope you I hope you liked staying in the hedge, and yeah, this is my reading for you guys. I have so many paintings which I can use, but this one, like, I've been waiting to use because I like it. I tend to not like my creations, but this one I liked a lot. So I'm so thankful for everyone who came around to watch this, and I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye. Maybe it won't happen.